Man, I'm like this when it comes to Scotty. First of all, I've always liked Scottie Pippen as a basketball player, and even as a regular person outside of basketball. I always feel like, he approaches things, objectively as he possibly can. And I just, I've always liked the way Scotty carries himself. Okay. Now all this talk that's going on, what they saying about Scotty, let's keep this in mind. When you're talking about a game, basketball, whatever, anybody's opinion about the game, whether they played the game or they was a fan of the game, it's always going to be subjective when you're talking about a game. Okay. Now, whether Scottie Pippen has changed his words around from one interview to another, I don't know. But if he has, I mean, it's still subjective. You're talking about a game. Maybe, and when things are subjective, you can change your mind. You are allowed to change your mind about things when, the narrative, in this case being basketball, it's subjective. Things can change over time. Now, I think people been talking about riding on him, talking about, I think he said he is the greatest basketball. He thinks he's the great. Look, you're supposed to think you're the best. I think I'm the best at what I do. You're supposed to think you're the best. You're supposed to say I'm the best basketball player of all time. Absolutely. Why not? The thing funny too, it's so biased, man. Like when I used to play the video games, basketball, which they just got worse and worse over the years. I believe NBA Live was the best video game ever, even though it didn't have the best graphics. It was the best. I noticed as they kept the NBA games nowadays, it's too simulated. But anyway, like the best NBA game I had was from 2016. And I used to play people online. That shit used to be so fun. Oh, that used to be so fun. Playing people online. But anyway, when Jordan retired that first time, right? When Jordan retired that first time, Scottie Pippen could have been MVP, not only with the All-Star game, he could have been MVP in the league. I don't remember who won it that year, but if I had to guess, it was Akeem. And if it was anybody that deserved to win MVP in that 94-95 season, was Hakeem Olajuwon. Okay, he earned that. But if you had second place MVP of that season, it would have been Scottie Pippen. So sometimes you play these video games and they be making people like Dr. J suck and Scottie Pippen suck. I don't know what they got against Pippen, man. I'm telling you, every time I try to use Pippen on the video games, it's like he can't shoot, and I'm like, what? Why are they doing this? But y'all know why. We don't have to talk about that. Real quick, y'all. That 94-95 season, Scottie Pippen proved to me that he was like the top 5 basketball players in the league without Jordan. If you just give somebody a chance to be a leader, they're going to step up and be a leader. See, the problem is with a lot of basketball is sometimes players can't fit into a role if they've been playing this other role all the time. And it's not until they step into that role that you can really see that, yeah, this person really is the shit. Kind of like myself. A lot of people think I'm not supposed to be in some role for some reason. Well, probably because I've had to play another role. But if you put me in that role, you will find out that, not only do I play that role well, I beat all my competitors and I got the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? You got to give people a chance. But Scottie Pippen proved to me in that 94-95 season that he's the top 15 NBA player. No, I'll say top 20, top 25 NBA players of all time. And I'm gonna leave a link, guys, of a one-on-one competition y'all probably haven't seen between Dr. J. I think it was between Dr. J and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Remember, I said Jabbar was the best player ever, and I want y'all to see this. What happened? Because Dr. J, that's another player that don't play well on video games. And I want to show y'all what happened when he played Dr. J. Since I told y'all I thought, Kareem was the best basketball player of all time. But no, Scottie Pippen don't have nothing to prove to me. I don't know why everybody always clowning Pippen. It's really sick, but I respect Pippen. I love his game. Pippen was the shit to me. Like, for real. He could do it all. He was the fucking shit. That 94-95 season was incredible what Pippen did. Check out the link.